Alright, use triangle ABC to answer the question. If the measure of angle B is equal to 25 degrees, the measure of angle C is equal to 36 degrees, the length of BC is equal to 5 units, and the length of AB is equal to C, what is the approximate value of little c? Little c is approximately blank units. Enter your answer as a number, rounded to the 10th if necessary. Okay, so again, looking at the diagram, I'm going to see if we have the law of sines or the law of cosines. The law of sines, you need one pair of an angle and its known side length opposite it. So here's an angle I am given. I do not know that side length, so it doesn't meet that requirement yet. We're given this angle, and I do not know the side length here yet either. So on this, we would be seeing if we could use, but time out, I was just thinking, but we can find a pair because I have this side length given and I have these two angles given. Well, in a triangle, I know that they add up to 180 degrees. So if I add the two angles I have, 25 degrees and 36 degrees, 25 plus 36, and I'm going to subtract whatever that is, 61. So 180 minus 61 will give me the measure of this third angle, which is 119. So I have an angle and I have the side length opposite it. So there is a check right here, and then either one more angle and finding its side length opposite it. Well, we have an unknown side length, little c, right there, and we do have the angle opposite it right here. So we have this requirement right there. And so then we would be using one of these setups. The reason I'm going to choose this bottom one is because I'm finding a side length and I want it to be in the numerator. So this is how I would set it up. I would start off with what I am wanting to find, which is C, divided by the sine of its opposite angle. So it would be sine of 36 degrees is going to equal the known side length that we have, which is 5, divided by its angle opposite, the sine of its angle opposite it, so sine of 119 degrees. Again, I know that sine of 36 is just the exact representation of some number, and little c is being divided by sine of 36, and so I know I can do the inverse operation, which is to multiply by sine of 36 and multiply both sides by sine of 36. And so sine of 36 divided by sine of 36 reduces down to a 1 because it's the same number divided by the same number. So I'm left with 1c is equal to 5 sine of 36 in the numerator. Again, because this is could be written as a fraction over 1, and it's top times top and bottom times bottom. So then we would have sine of 119. And 1c is more typically just written as c. So we have c equals 5 sine of 36 divided by sine of 119. Not 199, 119. There we go. Okay. So then this shows us that it reduces down to 3.36. This says to round to the nearest tenth. So this 6 is 5 and above. So that means this decimal is closer to 3.4 than it is to 3.3. And I think of it as like 36. Is 36 closer to 40 or to 30? And it's closer to 40, so that's why it's going to be 3.4. And the 0 is implied right there. So that's where that 40 comes from in my analogy. So anyways, it's 3.4, and that's how you'd use law of sines to answer this question.